Hello and welcome to Ballard Design's 101 series. My name is Roger, your host. Whether you're revamping an existing space or starting from scratch, choosing the right rug can be one of the most important decisions you'll make. In this episode, we're walking you through the basics of selecting the right rug for your home, what details you need to consider before purchasing, and finally, applying these concepts to a few real-world examples. And remember, if you like this video, be sure to click the like and subscribe button below for even more great home decorating content from Ballard Designs. And with that, let's get started. There are four important points to consider when shopping for a rug. There's material, construction, pattern, and size. Of the four, the material from which the rug is constructed is probably the most important consideration. It impacts not just the durability and lifespan of the rug, but also how soft it feels underfoot. Let's walk through a few of the most commonly used materials. First, there's wool, often considered the gold standard. It's durable, it's soft to the touch, holds its density, and is easy to clean. It's also a renewable, all-natural option. Next is cotton. It's often used for flat weave rugs. While typically more affordable and very soft, it isn't as durable as wool. There's synthetic materials like viscose, also known as rayon, polyester, and nylon, which offer superior durability and softness much like wool, but at a more affordable price point. Next, there's natural fibers, such as jute, seagrass, and sisal. They're typically very durable and ideal for high traffic areas. However, they aren't as soft underfoot as wools, cottons, and synthetics. Rug construction is the next factor to consider when shopping for a rug. The construction of a rug will impact what's referred to as the rug pile, or the density and thickness of the fibers. For instance, a short rug pile feels nearly flat, whereas a longer pile will be thicker and more dense. Here are the four most common types of rug constructions. First is hand knotted. These heirloom quality rugs are considered the gold standard. Each piece of yarn is literally tied by hand in a knot, often taking months to create a single rug. They're incredibly durable and can last hundreds of years. Next is hand-hooked. Hand-hooked rugs are constructed by pushing yarn through a pre-made mesh foundation from back to front and front to back. This creates a thick, looped pile. Similar to hand-hooked, hand-tufted is made using the same back-to-front and front-to-back process, except the loops are trimmed at the ends for an even more soft feel. Finally, flat weave rugs have no pile, so they're literally flat. They're reversible, they're lightweight, they're easy to vacuum and won't shed fiber, but because of their short pile, dust and dirt isn't as easily camouflaged. Now that you're familiar with rug materials and construction, let's talk about the fun part, color and pattern. Pattern rugs often have a variety of colors in them, so you can take your room's color theme in a number of directions. They're also a great way to mask stains, spills, and wear and tear over time. And while you're out shopping, don't be afraid of bold or busy patterns. Once you bring it into your room with furniture on top, the pattern will appear quieter than it does at the store. And if you're worried about having existing patterns clash with your rug, check out our How to Mix Patterns video for great tips on blending your rug into an existing space. Along with pattern, a rug's color palette is an equally important aesthetic decision. Choose a color palette you love and want to build from. A simple color palette like blue and white is nice, but 3 to 5 colors is even better, as it'll give you versatility down the road if you decide to change the direction of your room's colors. Finally, their size. Rugs come in a variety of different sizes, but it's important your rug is sized properly. In a dining room, the rug should be large enough to fit the room's table and chairs when they're pushed in and when they're pulled out to sit down. The important thing with size is that your rug can never be too big unless it literally can't fit in the room, but it can be too small, making your room seem even smaller and your furniture disjointed. Give our Choosing a Rug Size blog post a read for a detailed breakdown of sizing for different rooms in the home. Okay, now that you have a basic understanding of rug materials, construction, patterns, colors, and sizing options, let's put our knowledge to the test with some real-world examples. Follow me. Okay, we've got some beautiful examples here, starting with these hand-knotted pattern rugs. These rugs we call the gold standard. They're typically a higher investment, but they're designed to last in some cases for generations because of the way they're constructed. The best way to determine that is just flip the rug over and you'll see a mirror image of the front pattern. And you can see actually where the yarn was pulled through by hand, tied off, and then cut to create the softness on the front. So, word of caution with a rug like this, it's made of wool, which of course, as you know, is off the back of sheep. So it's natural and renewable, but keep in mind that when you get these home new, there's gonna be some shedding involved, and your vacuum cleaner is gonna be full. You're gonna find dust bunnies under your couch perhaps. You may even find this on your clothes. Don't be alarmed, there's nothing wrong with your rug. That is normal for a rug like this when you buy it new. Just give it time, just vacuum it as you normally would and clean up the dust bunnies, because over time that's actually gonna stop. That's the nature actually of the yarn that they've pulled through and before they've cut it off. Hand knotted rugs are typically in a more traditional design, as you see here. And what's awesome about that is that it provides a wonderful palette from which to build your room. So if you're just starting out, you have a beautiful palette actually to start building from. So deciding on what textiles you're gonna have in your drapery, perhaps what color you're gonna put on your sofa. This rug has a lot of blue and gray in it, and maybe that's where you begin. You start that as your color palette in your room, but 2 or 3 years down the road, you want to change it up a little bit. You have other colors from which to pull to create an entirely different look while keeping the same rug in your room. That's why rugs like this are considered to be heirloom rugs to last for generations, because you have so many options over time to continue to use the rug again and again in different places. So next, let's talk about animal print. If you're looking for a less traditional look, you have a more modern aesthetic, animal prints offer you a neutral color palette with a subtle pattern. So if you don't want to take a risk with a lot of color, this is a great place to start. Also, this is not going to show stains over time. You have a subtle pattern here that hides things like that. Just going to give you a lot more longevity perhaps than a solid color rug. If you're going to put a solid ivory rug or something like that in your room, you're going to get your ivories here, but you're going to get some visual interest on the floor to go along with that. So these are hand tufted rugs, and you can tell by the backing on the rugs here. That's how to identify it. It's cut, these yarns have been cut off and they're actually super soft. There's a lot of density here as well. We'll contrast that with a hand hooked rug. This is your hand hooked rug where you can see the backing is there and you can see the yarn has been pulled through, but there's actually a loop in each one of these. So this is looped over. This has not been cut off, which has been done here on the hand tufted rug. If you're looking for a more casual look and feel, there's natural fiber rugs such as jute, sisal, and seagrass. They offer really great durability. So if you have a high traffic area in your house, like a hallway, you're wanting to put a rug down, or perhaps in a room where there's a lot of foot traffic, these are gonna last for a while, actually last for a long time. The neutral color palette of this natural rug can work in any room. So you can work it into any type of space that you have, traditional or more contemporary. So the rugs we're showing here are just some of our favorites that we have, but there are seeming endless options when it comes to these rugs. There are blends where wool is blended into this, so you have the natural fibers together, both wool and the jute fibers blended. So you can have different color palettes other than just this natural fiber look that we have here in front of you today. The reason these rugs are so popular is because they offer a more affordable option with a great look and feel in your space. Of the 3 that we've talked about today, these are probably the least expensive, but you still have this fantastic style. One final decorating tip we want to give you when shopping is to consider investing in rug pads or rug tape. These will keep your rugs in place, provide cushion, and protect your rug from excessive wear over time. A current popular option is memory foam, which adds even more cushiony comfort to your rug. A rug is literally and figuratively the foundation of a room. There are nearly endless options, and we hope this episode helps you approach your rug buying journey with greater confidence. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the Ballard Designs YouTube channel. And if you're looking for a deep dive into even more decorating tips and tricks, visit ballarddesigns.com and click on our How to Decorate blog. And know too that we're here to help, whether by phone, online, or at one of our beautiful retail stores. And until next time, I'm Roger, and happy decorating.